Well, here's a new one. Doing a video explaining the new and very interesting options that you can do for setting up Minecraft worlds. So, we're going to go with Create New World. So, I don't need to bother putting in a name here, but turn on allow cheats, sure, why not? Difficulty normal, game mode survival, whatever. You know, simple, obvious stuff. World, type in number. Whatever. Generate structures, on. Which, having this off makes the game way, way, way more boring than it is otherwise. So, and bonus chest, I mean, it's not a whole lot of stuff, but it's stuff. There's a lot more detail you can go into, like deciding how much of things goes on, but what we're really looking for isn't actually part of how the world is generated, but how the game functions. So, data packs. This is basically mod list. Honestly, if you do mods the officially supported way, yeah, that's what data packs is for. Experiments enables the experimental bundle item. Yeah, whatever. Sure, why not? I don't actually remember what this even is. Game rules. Now here is where things get interesting. Respawn immediately, so that you will immediately respawn as soon as you die. You can actually turn off fall damage, and drowning damage, and fire damage. I'm wondering if this would actually make you immune to being burned by lava. I never actually bothered testing that. I didn't test any of these here, actually. Require a recipe for crafting. I'm not sure how you would obtain recipes if you don't have them, because in the current one, you unlock recipes instantly by finding the materials needed to make the recipe item. So, whatever. Elytra, I don't really understand how Elytras work, so I don't know what this does. Here's the one I was talking about. Keep inventory after death. This one makes it so that when you die, you don't lose your stuff. Regen health off. This is the one where if you're at full food, you regenerate health. Sure, why not? Oh, this is one that's useful for multiplayer, so that, you know, if you could set this to 50%, so that if you have two players in the world and one of them wants to sleep, then the world goes silent for a moment while it resets to daytime. Respawn location radius. I think this has something to do with how far from your spawn point. Spectators, don't know what those are. And here we have a lot more really complicated stuff related to the way that monsters work in the world. Disable raids. This is that thing where you have pillagers show up at your village and try to kill your villagers or something. Forgive dead players. This causes enemies to de-aggro when you respawn. Otherwise, they would stay aggroed and possibly hunt you down while you're respawning. Allow destructive mob actions. This is for stuff like creepers, where they, destroy parts of the landscape. Well, this is another one that's interesting because of the fact that having this turned on makes it so that mobs will aggro everyone, not just whoever attacked them. Which, yeah, maybe, maybe not. And here we have things about different kinds of mobs you can turn on or turn off. Drops. Now, this is something that's interesting, is because you can turn this off. I have tried it, and when you turn it off, when you have a creeper explosion, it takes everything that the creeper damaged that got broken, and that becomes loot that you can pick up. It's very different in many ways because it means that creepers don't permanently destroy things. Drop entity equipment. Basically, this is saying to have your stuff like mine carts not be destroyed, and instead drop as an item you can pick up. Very useful. Mob loot, usual stuff. It's like well, actually turning off drop mob loot, as it notes here, includes experience orbs. Drop blocks. Yeah, anyway. Oh, in mob explosions, some blocks won't drop their loot. Yeah, you can just, oh, that's the one I was talking about earlier. Okay. This is for creepers. This is for if you blow things up with TNT. And this is for something else. I'm not sure exactly. And basic stuff like whether the time of day advances, whether or not fire spreads, vines spread, weather changes. Lava converts to source. You can turn this on. And when you have this turned on, lava will spread the same way that water does. Random tick speed rate. Yeah, I'm not sure. Snow accumulation height. Now, this is an interesting one because of the fact that if you actually turn this up, instead of having a little tiny dusting of snow on the ground, it will make thick layers. I'm going to do a quick test, turn that on. Oh, and you can also turn off water converts to source. Yeah, I was saying about lava. Well, turning the lava on and the water off, suddenly water becomes a scarce, precious resource. Haha. And here's some other stuff. All right, let's go with done. And I already have this, so here we go. I'm not sure if I'll be close enough to snow to actually test that. Also, I probably should have turned on peaceful because, quite frankly, oh, hello, a brown sheep. Brown sheep are highly rare, unless you make one. And quite frankly, this is a world where I would be able to easily make a brown sheep because of the fact that, oh, a black sheep too. Is that a dark green sheep? I don't know. Maybe it's a dark gray sheep. Anyway, I might as well just pick up all this stuff while I'm here. Fun fact. Sometimes this generates stone tools, sometimes not. Anyways, so I have stuff in inventory. Time to kill myself. Yeah. This is actually I wouldn't say a hard place to kill yourself, but it's one where you do have to try a little bit because I don't have any giant cliffs to jump off of. But this over here looks promising. Also, you know what? I'll just try walking along the water to see if I can die. Oh yeah, you know what? Dying by drowning. Dying by drowning is an easy one. I'll just see if I can die by drowning. Eh. Alright, well, that's working. Whoa! Respawn. See, all my stuff is in my inventory still. Ooh, cocoa beans. Yeah, cocoa beans are what you need in order to make brown sheep if you know, really, really want a brown sheep. Seriously. All these weird crevasses. These will actually sometimes lead to real caves. It's a very strange terrain feature that doesn't have a direct real-world analog, but whatever. It's a terrain feature. Oh, okay, there are actually real-world faults that are basically just cracks in the ground. But this is, they're usually not that shape. It's the diagonal shape of them that really, really makes them weird. But anyways, I was just demonstrating how those world creation things work, and yeah, did that already. So, call this video good. Oh hey, look, it's another one of those weird faults, except with sandstone. Yay. This one leads to water. Huh. One of the weird things about placing torches on sand is that sometimes it will actually cause the sand you place the torch on to collapse. Why? Because if the sand is unsupported, placing the torch will cause the game to check to see if it should be supported. Because the game doesn't just check because you're standing near it, apparently. Oh well, that's enough of that. It is nice that I have bamboo over here, though. If I was to actually play this world, which I don't currently actually have a reason to play. But it is nice having a world generation key that has a tropical beach as the starting location, though. Oh well. See you next time.